Hey guys, just here to talk about yesterday's game between us and the Raiders. Heartbreaking to say the least. Especially the way we lost. I really expected us to win that game. No disrespect to Oakland, but the way we played last week, and if we're going to consider ourselves a good team, games like yesterday should be like games that you win and not even think or sweat. Like that should be like automatic W's. But it didn't happen. Props to Oakland. They came in to play with a purpose. They had heavy hearts. Rest in peace to Mr. Al Davis, their longtime owner. No excuses. We outplayed them. We outgained them by like 200 yards on offense. We held their their number one option, their best player, Darren McFadden, to like 50 yards or something. I'm not sure, something like that. And he was like leading the league in rushing coming into the game. So we pretty much made him a non-factor. Defense was awesome, even without Mario Williams there for most of the game. I'll talk about Mario more later on. Except for that one drive where Jason Campbell and Darius Hayward-Bay hooked up like 3 or 4 times and basically drove down the field on us. Other than that drive, I thought the defense played awesome. Special teams and offense were special teams, they gave up a lot of those a lot of field position on the kickoffs, and that's not good. They gave up that big play on the fake punt. Another advantage Oakland had over us, probably their only advantage over us, was the kicking game. And they got short field position there a couple times, and they get on our 40-yard line, and when you have the mindset of when you're on the opponent's 40 and you're only like a couple yards, what I mean by a couple is like 3 to 5 yards from your kicker's field goal range, that is a big advantage. And Janikowski proved his worth yesterday, kicking 3 50-yarders and another 40-yarder. Yeah, so that's a big advantage, knowing like as soon as you cross midfield, you're like only a couple yards away from your kicker's field goal range. And yeah, it showed. Like he scored 12 of their 25 points on field goals. So that was definitely a big advantage for them. Everyone. Now to the negatives of the game. Everyone. I don't know if I can curse, but it's my channel, so I'll curse. If I offend you, I'm sorry. But everyone wants to shit on Matt Schaub for some reason, and I understand he's the quarterback, and quarterbacks get the glory or the blame, fair or unfair. But everyone he's like everyone's favorite whipping boy for some reason. But no one's talking about the offensive line, how bad they played yesterday. Arian Foster was like limited, a little bit less than 70 yards on the ground, and like he averaged like 3 yards a pop. And Foster is arguably one of the top 5 running backs in the league, and for him to be held down to 3 yards a carry, that's horrible. That means the O-line wasn't doing their job. They weren't creating holes for him. What else? All those tip passes at the line. Everyone wants to blame Schaub for that because as far as they see, he's the one throwing it. But yeah, to a casual fan, yeah, that's what it is. But if you know football, and if the other team's defensive line is right in your backfield, like you have no time to throw. I don't care who your quarterback is, man. That stuff is going to happen as far as the tip passes, and I'm sure one or two of those were Schaub's fault, but it wasn't all him. You know, the line isn't catching any flack. Who else? Lawrence Vickers. You know, it's obvious why he's like a blocking fullback and why James Casey is the full-time fullback. You know, it's not an excuse. You know, if Casey didn't get hurt, it would have been him in the game and him on that route instead of Vickers. But you know what? You know, you're in the NFL, man, and if you're an offensive player, a skill position player in the NFL, I don't care who you are, man. You make that catch. It's not like Schaub threw him a pass where he had to dive or make a one-handed grab. You know, you have to make that catch, man. And you know, Lawrence Vickers, he better thank Matt Schaub, because if it wasn't for Matt Schaub, everyone would be talking about Lawrence Vickers. And I don't know if you guys know, but Lawrence Vickers is actually a local Houston kid. Went to Forsbrook High School here in Houston, and you know, I'm sure he had a lot of people in the stands watching him, and you know, I'm sure, yeah, he's down on himself right now, which he should be, man. He should be, but all I know is he better thank Matt Schaub, because if it wasn't for Matt Schaub, everybody would be on Vickers right now. Everybody would be on his case. So now let's talk about what everyone seems like. You know, everyone has an input. The last play of the game. Okay, first off, to all those people that's saying, Matt, you should have tucked it in and ran it in. Okay, not only are you wrong, you are fucking wrong. Matt Schaub is not gonna run over anyone. Is not gonna juke anyone. From 6 yards out, him and a safety, it's not gonna happen. And if, you know, let's say Schaub did like tuck it in and run, and you know, let's say he would have gotten tackled on the 2 or the 3, which he would have. Trust me. All of y'all that's right now saying, well, he should have ran it in, da-da-da-da-da, y'all would right now would be saying, well, Schaub should know, you know, he's not gonna, you know, run over anyone. And his best chance was to at least throw the ball in the end zone and, you know, find a receiver. So he was in a no-win situation there for all you Schaub haters. And there's a lot of you, you know. Now, I can count a handful of quarterbacks that make that play. Vic, for sure. Tebow. Aaron Rodgers, maybe. Drew Brees, not so sure, but you know, maybe also. I know there's a lot of like Vince Young nuthuggers out there saying, well, Vince probably wouldn't have made that play. You know what? To his credit, he might have made that play. I mean, he for sure would have had a better chance than Shaw, but I tell you what, yeah, Vince might have made that play, but Vince wouldn't have gotten us down there to the 5-yard line. That I can guarantee you. You know, Tom Brady, he doesn't make that play. Peyton Manning doesn't make that play. So yeah, it's you know, a quarterback one-on-one against a safety from the 6-yard line. Last play of the game, there's not that many, man. So all you guys talking shit about Matt Schaub, tucking it in, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm sorry. He would not have made it, and like I said, it would have been much worse if he, like I said, tried to tuck it in and would have been stopped. You guys would be all over him. It's probably 10 times worse. So, but you know, time to move on. All wasn't lost yesterday anyway. The good news is everyone else in the division lost. So at 3-2, we're still tied for first with Tennessee. So, and big game next week at Baltimore. You know, that's gonna be tough also. And we're looking at Andre might not be playing yet.